Welcome back to the video. In today's video, we'll be going to the Colorado Auto Show with our map. Let's get this started. Today's video is supported by my Amazon affiliate link in the description below. Please check out that list, as it will have parts I may have already installed in past videos, and it will have a curated list of other products I recommend. I really appreciate your support. Now let's get back to the video.
Next stop, Central Park Station.
We are now on the A line going to the Denver Convention Center. We have now pulled up to Union Station. From here we're going to be taking the shuttle bus, the 16th Street shuttle ride, I should say, down to California. Well, we made it to California Street. Well, we made it here to the convention center. Looks to be a lot of construction down here. They're trying to revitalize the downtown Denver area. To be honest with you, that 16th Street Mall that we was just on, that we rode the bus on, it's not that safe when it's dark out. But in the daylight, it's fine. I'm gonna try to get you over here to see a little bit more of this bear here. And then we'll see what we gotta do or how we can get in here. We're pretty early. I like being early to places. Wasn't supposed to be here till 8 a.m. That right there over my shoulder is the famous blue bear of the Denver Convention Center. We're going to start here at the auto show at the Toyota booth here. We'll just walk around here and look at what I personally like. I know it's a smaller auto show here, so they're not going to have a lot, and I don't even know if the OEM representatives are going to be here, but I do like these 4Runners a lot. They're very nice looking. Guess this is a platinum. Looks like they go for about 67-ish. They start at 52,790. Kind of like the way the door handles are accenting with the wheels. See if they have a TRD Pro here. I wonder if they have that in any of these variants here of their trucks. Ooh, I love that blue or turquoise-ish color here. And the light underneath the Toyota badging. Looks like this is a TRD Pro. Very nice. Looks like they still have the gauges there, or the, not gauges, it looks like it still has the climate control buttons, possibly. That's what I'm wanting to look at here and see, because a lot of cars are going away from the physical tactile buttons. Yeah, it looks like they got all the climate controls there, which is one thing I do like. If a vehicle doesn't have it, I give it a knock, because I like physical buttons. Oh. Very nice. And you know me, we're going to go straight to the GRC here. Really like these, as I've told you in my SEMA video, that I really like them. If I could, I would have one, but unfortunately it's not in the budget here, especially at $48,000. But they are very nice. Like the color on this Camry here. Not sure what they call this color. Comment below if you know, but I really do like the color of it. Very attractive car. Again, this one's at $39,000. Again, very sweet here. I'm not sure if you've seen my SEMA video. I wish they would bring out a GR style edition. They had one there, it had a different name to it. But essentially to me it was a GR. You know, like they used to have the TRD versions of these, I believe. Let's see here. Here's the new RAV4s. Again, that RAV4 that is in my SEMA video, that was the Sport, was very sweet. The GR Sport. Not sure if they're going to actually make those or are making those, but I really did like that one. Looks like this one's 45704. Very nice as well. Not sure if the climate buttons are still there. Let's pop around and see, as this is a redesign. So they may have lost the climate buttons. I think it's got some radio controls there. Yeah, I think everything went into the tablet. Again, I'm not a fan of these tacked on tablets with all the features in them only. I wonder when that's going to cause people wrecking these cars. But again, I'm an enthusiast, so I'm going to be into physical tactile knobs and manuals and shifting. Pretty nice color on the van. Not really into vans, but I think that's pretty much it here at the Toyota booth. Let's walk over here and see the Prius. I heard sales are down on the Prius now. Not sure why. Pretty attractive, kind of sporty, way better than the previous generations. I know they've had this generation out for a little bit now. That blue isn't bad either. And we know this one's going to have no buttons. It's an EV. Pretty nice. Not really a fan of the rims or the wheels. I know they're that way for fuel economy. This one's a higher end one, it looks like. This one's a lot nicer, including the wheels on it. Looks like these go for around $35,588. It's a lot nicer. Looks like it's got, wonder if that's a glass roof there. Oh, it is. Sure is. It's a lot nicer. I'd love to try one of these out one day and see what kind of range these have. Ford booth seems to be, and Toyota seems to be, two of the bigger presents here so far. I'm really a fan of these Broncos. I've heard that they're going to be changing a few things on them, like, I don't know if it was the wheels and the little fender flares and some interior stuff for the upcoming model year. But I like these in the two-door variant, which I guess an enthusiast would like. And I do love how it still has the gauges, or the gauges, why do I keep calling them that? I do love how it still has the climate control physical buttons. Not very big into the sports, but they're pretty nice too. This red is phenomenal here on this Sport, Bronco Sport. Here's a Mustang. It's a V8. It looks like a GT, but to me it kind of looks kind of plain. Needs some modifications, huh? Let's see what this one's going for. Looks like this one, $60,000. That's a lot. I bought my 2015 GT Performance Pack in 2015, and it was in the low 40s, fully loaded. So cars have really came up, but I guess inflation has really took a hold too. And I just don't know if I'm a fan of those big tablet-looking screens here. But other than that, it looks to be the same car I have. Seats and back seat and console might be a little more plush with a little more padding to it, but I bet I could swap mine out. And this rear deck lid is a lot different to see in person. Do love the quad tips. You just can't beat, if you want a V8 sports car, I guess this is a muscle car, I should have called it, but they're in the sports car segment. You just can't beat them. It's a hell of a motor, the Coyote is. It's a hell of a motor. I love it. The sound of them, the aggression they put out. Ooh, let's look at this one. This looks like a special Bronco here. 60 years of Bronco. Even the wheels are pretty nice. And the headlights, love it. Love the rings and the little fangs or whatever they call that coming over the center of the headlight. Very nice. Looks like this one is the V6 version. Got the steps. This one looks to be, is that leather? Yeah, it's a leather seat. Very nice. Now that one still has the physical buttons or physical climate control, and is that a radio too that's physical? Pretty neat. kind of harkens you back with this edition here of the classics, late 60s and early 70s with the cream colored top. And the red, like I said, is beautiful. I wonder if green is making a comeback. I've seen a few vehicles in green now. This is the Maverick, the new body-styled Maverick. I think they recently changed these, as with the Rangers as well. Would have been awesome. I think they make a new Maverick called the Lobo edition. I know they make a F-150 Lobo. Would have been pretty neat to see. Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's like a 4-cylinder hybrid. You don't gotta have your range anxiety in this guy. Looks like this guy's going for $36,250. Looks like, can't tell here. Gonna open the door and get in. We're gonna see here. Yeah, it looks like the climate. Oh, that's just the radio. Looks like the climate's all in that screen. Not bad. I don't know if I'd ever own one. It's more of a people mover. But it doesn't look bad. And here's the new Rangers. The new, I guess they were working on an old platform from back in 2010 from Australia. On the older, when they brought back Rangers a mid-size. This is a new platform. Fairly nice looking. Looks like this went for $54,650. It's a V6 as well. Looks to be smaller than ours in our Frontier. Like the little Nerf bars it had, or has, I should say. Seems to be the going fad to stamp the names in these tailgates now. Let's see what it's like in the cab here. There's a blue one up there I wish I would have looked at instead. I like the blue better. Now this still has the climate buttons down here. Very nice. Feels very good quality here in the doors and the seats. This is the blue I was telling you I liked up here. Pretty much the same truck, I think, only blue. The blue is phenomenal. Oh, it's cheaper. This one's $44,645, so it's not the same truck. This is a FX4 off-road. Wonder what the differences here was. This one's the same thing. That one, something different about it. Maybe this one's just an EcoBoost 2.3 with some cloth seats or something in it. Cloth seats, yep. No, it's yeah, it's the 4-cylinder. Here's a Raptor. Would have been neat if they had a Raptor R here, but don't think we're gonna see that here. Pretty sweet. Not a fan of white, but very awesome. Looks like this one's going for $83,720. I think, but that doesn't look bad. Real sporty roofline to it. Not really into those, or not really into GM in general, but they look pretty good, pretty nice. Let's see what this GMC Denali, 95 roughly. I guess you got to pay to play if you need a high-end luxury 3-row SUV. The vet's here. I like the vets. Let's see the vet here. Again, we're just going to bounce around and look at stuff that I think and hopefully you think is cool. Pretty sweet here. Looks like a Yoder Chevy. Huh. Like the wheels with the red stripes around them. It looks tight in there, huh? Let's see, what does this guy go for? Does that say 95? I can't read it. Even the Lexus look real nice. It looks like it's Stevenson here. For Lexus, I didn't get a good look at Toyota to see who was here for Toyota. Yeah, it looks like you can tell that they got the same designing crew on these. Very similar to a regular Toyota. Pretty sweet. Wow, that Subaru is phenomenal. Look at that. Look at that. They got a lot of money in that car. And that BMW way over there. And this BMW here. Wow, these are phenomenal. Love the Audi, the blue Audi. This one. That's a FRS, isn't it? Or BRZ. Damn, that is sweet. All raced out, dude. Lowered down, dude. Sweet. Liquid Molly. Must be sponsored. Toyo tires. Looks like it's got an LS in it, if I had to guess. Street Hunter body kit, I think. Pretty neat here seeing the race cars. Ooh, the Batmobile is here. Let's go over and see it. The Batmobile is here. Wonder if it's a real one or just a kit car made into one. Looks like the Back to the Future DeLorean. Wonder if that can make 88 miles an hour. Wow, this station wagon here is phenomenal. Studebaker 61. Very phenomenal. The old school racer. 1920 Model A. Rocky Mountain Highboy. Cadillac 62 series. 47. Very nice. This old Dodge here. This is nice. Don't really know much about these. Comment below if you know what kind. Actually, there's a placard over here. I shouldn't have said that. Looks to be a 56 Dodge Custom Royal Lancer. Look at the interior. I remember as a kid, my grandma had suitcases that looked like that. Cosmetic bag there in the middle of the seat. Nice Camaro here. And you know you're getting old, and I'm going to show my age here, when you see a 1987 Mercury Grand Marquis wagon. And you remember when those was new. Very good condition for being that age. You won't see these on the road anymore. They all been crushed with the cash for clunkers probably. This one here is pretty sweet too. It's this guy, Buick, model 46 in 1942. Pretty sweet. Pretty pimp. Lotus. I love the Lotus. I think I like the orange better than I do the green, but you might know why. And the Porsches, God, these are beautiful. That is beautiful.
They all have, of course, a 2.0 liter engine.
Yeah.
The ones over there, you're right. All of them.
Yeah. See if we can find any of their performance-based vehicles, but I'm not sure they'll even have that here at this auto show. They do have the new Prelude. This is something I wanted to see. The new hybrid Prelude. Like the blue calipers there. The inside looks really nice. Step back here and get a better look at it. From the rear, it's even phenomenal. Really love it. I wish they'd just come out with a Type R variant, put the power plant from the Civic Type R in it, and give it a more aggressive spoiler, and lower it down, and give it what it should have, you know. Looks a lot like the last gen Preludes. A lot. Of course, it's going to have the Prelude DNA with the long snoot hood and the roof line, the rake back roof line. Looks like Mazda's here too. Is that a CX-90 or a CX-70? I was hoping they'd have a CX-5 here. Let's see here. What is it? It's the 90. Now, is this, which version of CX-5 is this?
I literally have 25 over waiting on my waiting list to try and get something, but I'll re-engage. And then I said, so how is this guy? He said, he just gave me a report.
I think this looks like the new one.
And I'll give $3,500 to
It is. This is the new CX-5. Turbos are no longer an option. You cannot get a 2.5 turbo. The theory there is that they're, or the working theory, we already know that it's happening. They're coming out with a hybrid model. And the working theory is it's going to have the same amount of power the turbo would have had. So the turbo is not necessary anymore because of the hybrid. And the sales, they didn't sell a lot of these in turbos anyways. What was it, like 20% of these or something sold in a turbo variant, but very nice looking. Just not a fan. If you guys watch Kurt Kreipel's, I recommend it if you're into automotive news and new car reviews. Just not a fan of this new interface for the radio. You know, I've owned Mazdas. I had a 3, I have a ND Miata. The knob is gone. All the buttons are now in this tablet here. Not a fan of that, but The seats do seem to be better from what I've been told. You know, that was the lacking part of the CX-5s, was the seats. And they say the rear doorway here, it opens further, and boy does it. That's a lot of room to get in and out. It might be class leading with the way that door comes almost straight out. Pretty nice. I mean, you can't get everything you want. You know, the radio interface change or the infotainment change. And this red is phenomenal on this Nissan here. What is this, a Rogue? I'm not really into SUVs, as you know. Very nice. And the plaque and the interior. Whew, I like it. Look at the seats. Look at that pattern on the seats. It looks high end. And again, it's still got the climate control. I like that. These Nissan Zs are where it's at. The next model year, the 27s, are changing the front bumpers on them. If you haven't seen one, I would recommend looking them up. They're really going to improve the looks of the car. And now you just can't go to the dealer and get one of these. You have to order it. These are special order only, no matter which version of it you want. And this is that special color. It's the midnight purple, I believe. And it will not come across in the camera. It will look black to you, but trust me, this is the midnight purple. I don't think I can get it to shift here on the camera. No, it's just gonna look black. Let's see, is this an automatic? Oh no, it's got the 6-speed manual. This is where it's at. I'm not sure why they're not so popular. I realize it's just a refreshed 370, but it's refreshed in all the good ways. Really love it. Look at the Impala. Damn, that is a Choctaw. 20-inch blades on the Impala. Very nice. Very nice. Even the interior. Wow. It's a manual too. Look at that. Oh, it runs on hydrogen. I wonder if this Subaru is the one that's built off of the is this the one built off of the Toyota BZ, I think it's called? It looks a lot like a BZ, don't it? Yeah, it looks a lot like a BZ. If this is the one, I'm not sure. Not a big Subaru follower, even though I own a GR86, which is technically a Subaru. That even looks like the Toyota color that I've seen on that minivan. And it's pretty neat, their little booth here. It looks like you're in a national park here. Looks like a national park. Nissan Sunny here is pretty neat. Really like it. Really looks good. But that's going to wrap today's video up, guys. I want to thank you for watching and following along and giving me this opportunity to be able to join RMAP with being able to have this channel and subscriber base I have. And I want to give a little humble pie here if I can. And I want to thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and remember, put a little something positive out there and positivity will find you. Peace out.